What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do something different on the seat behind me. We're going to be installing the trifecta: massage, heating, and cooling. Let's get into today's video. Alright, as you guys know, we do a wide range of upholstery, from small little repairs to full custom interiors. You've seen it on our YouTube, you've seen it on the Netflix show. One thing we've installed heating, cooling on seats, even massagers. But to do everything in one seat, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. So all you do-it-yourselfers, I'm going to teach you guys how to install it, how to properly route everything, and also where we're at, we're going to be upholstering the seats. So let's show you what we got. So this is the seat itself here. I'm going to need a little bit of love. The foam aspect right here, as you can see, is pretty bad, but the seat itself is all right. We're going to be doing it in like a vinyl material with some stitching, kind of black, like a brown color. I already started taking the seat apart, which I have right here. So we have the bare bones of the seat, which is the foam and everything out of it. Here's the tricky part, right? We have all the goodies here, which is the fans for the cooling, right? We have the massagers, which are here. All this. This is the cooling pad and the heater. So we're gonna try to jam all this stuff here in a very well orchestrated manner and put it on the seat. So we're gonna have different portions. We're gonna be putting massagers up here, the cooling, and then the heating pad on top. So it's gonna be a lot of stuff. We're gonna have to cut out the foam on the seat, cut it out here to set everything properly, and then refoam everything to kind of make everything look good. For sure, some comfy seats after we're done. We're gonna have cooling for when it's hot, warm when it's cold, and if you're tired from a long day, a little quick massage will do. So this is the car that the seats are going into, or they're coming out of. So it's a pretty cool lifted Jeep. Also has a little LS swap in that thing. Pretty cool build. Start the process, start tearing into these seats. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is we're going to kind of lay everything out where everything's going to go. And I have the two fans here. So they have, you know, as you can see, like a little mesh. So basically we're just going to cut the outside border, and that'll sink into the seat, and then the mesh is what's going to lay on top, right? So we're going to go ahead and mark everything. We'll start cutting into it and kind of show how it's going to go. So now that I have all the 4 holes cut out, what we want to do is just go ahead and, you know, take these out. Take all the foam out there. This one. That one. That one. So now that we have the holes where they're going to go, we can put the fan units. They're going to go there. That one's going to go there, like so, and then we'll route our wires, right? And then we can start laying the cooling pad, which the cooling pad is this. It's kind of like a mesh where it allows the air to flow through, and then the heater will land on top. But before we do that, we have to set up the massager, so we'll start cutting that out. All right, so now that I have everything pre-cut for the massagers, the fans, I'm going to start putting everything in its place, zip tie all the wiring loom together, and then we can put the cooling pad on top of that. All right, so now that you have everything preset, you want to go ahead and spray some glue, some adhesive inside each little like hole there and on this piece, and then glue it in place just so it doesn't move. And then from there, we'll finish off with our cooling pad, and then we can lay the heater pad on top. Alright, so now that we have everything installed on the seat, the last bit of everything was to run the cooling pad. The cooling pad's gonna cover all that and kind of alleviate any like feeling of like the massagers or the fan. You're not gonna see any of that. So with that pad, we'll glue that on top, and then the last step is the heating pad, because we, like I said, we have all three. We have cooling seats, massage, and the heating element, and that'll go on top. That's why the heating element has holes, so it allows air to go through that. Once that's done, we're pretty much set to maybe put it in the car, wire it up, and try it, make sure it works before we put the upholstery on it, which is close. So we have everything, all the components installed. We have the massagers back here. We have the cooling fans, top and bottom. And then also down here, cooling fans there, massagers there. We have the mesh, massagers throughout. Then we have our heating pad that goes at the top and bottom. We have everything put together. Now the next step for us to do is to take this and put it inside the car so we can wire it, and then hopefully we get to try it out and we get the full thing, massage, heating, cooling, everything. So before we put the upholstery on, so I think Juanito has the stuff already sewn up. I'm gonna show you what it looks like, and then we'll go test fit the seat, see how everything works. So obviously, to give you a recap, everything's routed. You want to try to route everything so you have enough slack for the seat. The backrest, this is the wiring loom, you know, everything we have here, and then this is the bottom, right? Everything, all the connections, all the components we have here have everything that you need to connect everything to it. It has the little massager switch there. We have our cooling there, and we have our heat right there. The one thing we're gonna have to see, each car is different, but we have to find a place where you're gonna route everything. The best spot we felt like it would be is once we wire everything down here and pull the wiring. You know, he has a console, so either we can mount it in the console or run it here, so when you open this up, the buttons can be there, or maybe here. Just kind of, each car is gonna be dependent on how much slack you have. They're pretty universal, so they have a lot of loom, so you can route it properly. Make sure you get a good power source from the battery with the fuse so that you have no issues. So we'll get it installed on the seat and try it out. Okay, so we have everything sewn up. I think it's gonna be nice with the two-tone. You know, got the nice perforated material here. Obviously, if you're gonna be running some sort of cooling seats, this is a must, right? If you had a solid vinyl or leather, it wouldn't work. So you got to make sure you have a perforated vinyl or leather in the insert so that air and the cooling go through it. The heating, if the car didn't have a heated cooling, it can be a solid material because it doesn't affect it. Just the radiant heat will go through. But in this case, because of the cooling, you have to have a perforated. And even when we sew our material, it has a foam, and you would say the air is not going to go through, but it does. This cell, it has a open cell so the air can go through. So let me see. Yep, I feel it. So we'll get this finished up, mounted on the seat, and we'll put it on the seat after you make sure it works and it's tested. So all right, so here's the other seat. This one's all finished up. While I was doing that, Russo, I tagged him in to get it wired in and check it out. I think he says he had it. Ya está, compa? How are we doing?
Shop for this hurricane right here.
Oh. Obviously you can't feel it through the video, but you can hear it. So that's the fan. Yeah, that blows pretty good.
No
That's
one's gonna
better.
have swamp butt this summer.
Or what if you fart?
Dude, that goes straight up into you. God, think about that.
Right, just gonna blow right into the. Oh, look at that! I don't know if you can see my hand. Said you got that bass. Look at the seat shaking. Ooh. Dude, that's pretty strong.
I mean,
That's
probably the highest setting right there. And it goes back and forth.
That's what I'm saying. That's pretty good. This is like this is like what Bentleys and Rolls Royce luxury cars have, and we're over here installing on a Jeep.
I mean, to top it off, it is a special Jeep.
Yeah, that's that special Jeep.
Last one.
Yeah, last one, baby. And we got the heater. We turned this on. You can feel it get warm. Woo! All right, so we're gonna finish up doing the wiring on this thing. Tap into a good source, and then we can pass it on to Juanito to get these things wrapped up. But it's pretty nice. Alright, so good morning guys. We have the seats all put together. They look really good. So the next thing we need to do is put them in the car, do the connections, and they're all good to go. So let's get them in the car. Alright, so the seats are in. They look really good, guys. And now, I mean, you can't even tell. When you see this seat, you see, oh wow, it's just a seat. But little do they know, you have a full massage, heating, and cooling seat. So if you guys are looking for something for your guys' car, vehicle, hit us up, man. We'll definitely help you out. But man, this thing came out really good. All right, guys, so here's the Jeep. I don't think I showed the whole thing, but this Jeep is pretty set up. I mean, it has pretty beefy suspension, some big tires, even has like a little bit of a little rhino line on the hood, so like you don't have to worry if you go out off-roading, hit anything. You got your guards on the side. But this thing's built for, I mean, the off-road. So I'm sure maybe he goes on long trips, and after a long day, you know, from bouncing all over the place with these seats, I mean, he's gonna be super comfortable, man. These things came out really nice, and they're gonna last a long time, being that they're like a vinyl leather material. It's gonna keep it really easy to clean. Dirt, everything's gonna wipe off really easy, and the light color is also gonna, it looks really good. And obviously for the hot days, that's why you have the cooling option here to keep it nice and cool. You got your heater for when it's cold, and those massagers. I like, to tell you the truth, I'm gonna get back in this thing and drive it out. I might get stuck in the seat for a little bit because this thing feels pretty good. It's like a massage chair if you guys have been on one. It has different modes. It's really comfy. So I'm really happy how everything turned out. Customer's here, so let's take her up front. Let me turn on the massager here and see. Oh, that's the spot right there. Okay, time to go. All right, guys, so that concludes today's video. So I just wanted to give you guys a little rundown. We went ahead and did a full cooling fan throughout the seat, top and bottom. We added 6 massagers, 2 in the back, 2 in the bottom, and a heating element. So all that stuff is gonna make the comfort of driving the vehicle way better. Obviously, from a long day at work, get in there, pop the massagers, feeling good. Or it's a cold day, turn on the heater. It's a hot day, a little swampy down there, turn on the fans to cool you off. But that's the stuff that we can do to your guys' car. So if you guys are interested in something like that, send us a DM at SOS_Customz. We'll be sure to help you guys out, get your car looking good and feeling good when you're sitting on the seat. So if you guys like this content, like this video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe for new up-to-date videos. And here at SOS Customz, got you covered.